Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. It's your boy Phil. So today we are going to cook pork belly sinigang soup. So, what are we waiting for? Let's start the video. Hope you're having a great day, guys. So today we are going to cook and eat a favorite Filipino food or stew, pork belly sinigang, or pork belly in tamarind stew. This is a favorite soup well known in Filipino cuisine, a perfect partner with white rice and for the rainy days. Let's start the recipe by heating up some olive oil. And while that's heating in medium heat, I'm gonna cut my pork belly. You can use any chop of pork that you want, but in this case, I use some pork belly to get more flavor from the fat and from the pork. And chop this pork belly in even slices. When the oil has heated enough, place your meat directly onto the pan. And I think I'll add some more olive oil for that. So just stir the meat continuously in the first 1 to 2 minutes. So this is about medium heat, and we will allow the steam and some of the fat to render out of the pork. After about 5 minutes, just add a little bit of water, about half a cup. And this will continue the cooking process for about 5 to 10 minutes. And this will render more fat out of that pork belly, which is what we want. And this is the result after that time. A little bit of fat rendered out, and you can see some of that fat juices that caramelize on the bottom of the pan. But don't worry about it. So for me, I rendered out and cooked this pork for about 5 to 10 minutes more to get more of that fat out and more of that juices out as well. After you're satisfied with browning the pork, set the pork belly slices aside. And since it's pork belly, it gives off a moderate amount of fat, and you can still see some of the pieces sticking to the bottom of the pan. Afterwards, I removed some of the excess oil, and I left behind just enough for us to cook the stew. First, stir fry and soften some ginger, and after about 3 minutes, add some slices of tomatoes and red onions. And saute these herbs as well for about 3 to 4 minutes. The sauteing process also releases some of that water from the herbs, especially the tomatoes. And as you can see, it also loosens up that dried up flavor that's sticking to the bottom of the pan. Once the veggies are sauteed, get that pork from the side and add it to the saute mix. And just mix the pork briefly, and afterwards you can add your 8 cups of water. Or it depends how much soup you want for this pork sinigang. This will take another 10 minutes to boil the soup, and this will loosen up the flavor sticking at the bottom of the pan. So while that's boiling, we're gonna prepare our vegetable. So these are mainly chopped leeks, some spinach, and some jalapeno peppers, which will give it a little bit of spice and a better aroma for the soup. So after 10 minutes of boiling and mixing the soup, we now add our tamarind stew mix. Traditionally, real boiled tamarind is used, but for convenience, we have that same tamarind with some spices mixed in this packet. Mix the tamarind soup mix completely, and this is the result with the pork and the soup. And we will add another seasoning, some fish sauce. This fish sauce will provide the savory umami flavor to the soup, and it will balance out the sour flavor of this tamarind stew. So the soup will be mostly about 70% sour because of the tamarind stew and about 30% umami because of the savory fish sauce. After boiling the soup for another 3 to 4 minutes, just add your vegetables. You don't really need to boil the soup after you add your vegetables because it's gonna overcook them, and the heat of the soup will cook the vegetables thoroughly. So let's prepare our soup bowl while our vegetables are still fresh. The vegetables, as you can see, are still half cooked, which is actually better. And this soup is a great combination of hot soup, meat, and vegetables. And this meal is best paired with rice. That soup has that distinctly sour taste mixed with the flavor of the pork. And let's try some of that tender pork belly. And finally, with some vegetables and rice. And that was a great meal indeed. Thank you for watching this video, and I really do hope that you enjoy it, and thank you for your continued support. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. See you later in the next video, guys. Take care.